Hi there. I want to share with you some of my favorite books when it comes to digestion. There sure is a lot out there, and I've read a ton over the years. And what I have found is that there's different things we can learn from different books and different approaches that work for different people. So, one of the first books I got, and a great foundation, was this book, Digestive Wellness by Elizabeth Lipsky, which really goes through the whole digestive tract and basically every different thing that can go wrong in the digestive tract. In fact, she has a really great chart on one of the pages here on all the different nutrients that are absorbed in different parts of the digestive tract, and this is something that we cover in my digestive course in great detail. So that's a good foundational one. Then we get some books that focus in on specific principles, ideas, and even sometimes diets that can help with healing. So this one on the gut and psychology syndrome diet, or the GAPS diet, has been shown to be helpful for a whole variety of illnesses, both gut and not gut related, although everything does tie back to the gut, and is very similar actually to a lot of the principles in the book Breaking the Vicious Cycle, which has been around for a long time. Elaine Godshall talking about the specific carbohydrate diet and how certain carbohydrates are fermented, create gases, and therefore gastrointestinal dysfunction and lots of symptoms associated with that. So these are two disciplines that have been used quite a bit for people with inflammatory bowel disease, irritable bowel syndrome, and the like, and even some what we might call psychological illnesses or imbalances like autism, ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, and the like. So a couple other books there. Then one that was written by Gerard Mullen, who is a gastroenterologist and functional medicine practitioner at Johns Hopkins. He did it with Kathy Swift, nutritionist, and they wrote The Inside Tract, which provides a whole diet plan for, again, those with pretty severe digestive illnesses. I've used this quite a bit. And it also has a graduated program where you start with the most intense program when someone's the most symptomatic with their symptoms, and then you kind of back off or reintroduce foods as they get better. So that's one that I really like. Kind of focuses on FODMAPs and eliminating those and a number of other possible irritants. Then there's this book, The Second Brain by Michael Gershon, which I picked up a long time ago, and it's all about the digestive tract and how it really is its own nervous system. That's why it's called The Second Brain. This is an intense read. The print is extremely small. It's a commitment, but still a lot of great information in there. Another book is Integrative Gastroenterology, again by Gerard Mullen. He put it together, but it's a collaboration of a whole bunch of different authors. So you get a whole variety of different disciplines in here, which is nice. And you're not really just getting the opinion of one author like some of the other books I mentioned. You're getting the collection of many different practitioners with many different experiences. So that's what's nice here, and I use this often as a reference as well. It's really great. When we're looking at some of the foundational principles, this is just a basic digestive book, The First Principles of Gastroenterology, that a friend of mine who was in med school gave to me when she was done with it. And this is just, it's intense, right? It's kind of like the basics and the fundamentals of everything having to do with every little teeny part and process in digestion. So this is kind of next level if that's where you want to go with it. And then throwing it back to one of the first books I ever received on digestion, Dr. Jensen's Guide to Better Bowel Care, which again is a great foundation just to understand what happens digestive-wise, and also why digestion can be the root and starting point for all disease. And he does show some really interesting case studies at the back of his book where he did digestive cleansing, detoxification, and major lifestyle changes with some of his patients, and he saw some amazing healing take place. And he saw over 350,000 patients while he was alive and in practice, many of which had found no solutions in conventional medicine. So we've got a lot here, And what we have to consider when we're working with a client is how we're actually going to interpret all of this information and apply it to them, personalize it to them. And that's something that I cover in great detail in my digestive course, GI and digestive healing course. We cover the anatomy and the physiology, so some of the basics. And then we get into, how you actually address specific issues related to digestion. So with 15 years of my experience and all the reading I've done and all the experience I've had with my clients, I want to bring that to you. I distill it down, and I hope you can join me for that course.